thing. It's growing, but not gangbusters. We'll be on it. In the meantime, no sweets for you. A Florida lawmaker says ho-hos are a big no-no when you're paying with food stamps. And now she's pushing a bill to ban buying junk food when you're using those food stamps. Republican State Senator Rhonda Storm's behind that legislation. All right, Senator, thank you very much. Well, Attorney Faith Jenkins has been looking into this, says that this junk food ban should be junk. Why?
Well, nutrition education is a good idea. The problem is the punitive impact that this bill will have. And Neil, the Department of Agriculture has already addressed this issue. And in 2007, they addressed it in a paper where they said the resources that it would take to actually try to keep tabs on people who are buying unhealthy versus healthy foods would be too costly, too complicated, and not really practical. And then
so it's one thing to stop, as they were trying last week, to stop, guys who were using this to pay for lap dances. But that's one thing, but not necessarily lollipops. That's another thing. Right?
And there are no clear standards as to what we would call unhealthy food. In this paper, the Department of Agriculture used an example, diet sodas. They're low in sugar, low in calories. Some people would say diet sodas could be healthier than, for example, orange juice. So there are a lot of who's
Well, I've always subscribed to that view myself. But could I get a sense, though, that, and I think the senator's heart is in the right place. I think we spend an enormous amount of time fighting over what can and cannot be bought with food stamps and not focusing on why there are so many people on food stamps.
Right, and that's the real issue here, and where the attention and the resources should be put on the economy, the people who are on food stamps who want better paying jobs so they can not even, most people aren't proud to be on food stamps. It's not what they want. They want to have jobs where they can buy food on their own, and that's where the attention and the focus really should be.
There's some people who honestly say this puts more of a stigma on them. So maybe it makes them less inclined to buy the bad stuff.
It does, and this is what people need to realize. There's a diverse population of people who get food stamps. People are college educated and they're just down on their luck right now. They could be former U.S. servicemen, people who are disabled. And also I want to point out with this bill, what about people who are diabetics and who need to buy certain foods for their own health and nutrition?
Very good point.
I just don't think it can be implemented in a good way.
Thank you, Faith, very much. Faith Jenkins. We're going to take you quickly to Blaine, Minnesota.